those dropping oil prices, the dropping dollar, nervous markets. But the government says it's not worried. There will be no deficit in its upcoming budget. Senior correspondent Terry Milewski has more. Terry?
Well, Wendy, the federal government dug in today, insisting that the budget will be balanced despite the collapse in oil prices.
We will continue to monitor the direction of oil prices, and we remain confident that we can, in fact, balance the budget, and we will do so.
The finance minister stuck to his guns in the face of a drumbeat of warnings that the promised surplus is turning to dust. After all, he said maybe oil prices will rise again.
One thing is clear from history. It's when prices fall a lot, they tend to go back up.
But increasingly, companies are not waiting for that, and a wave of layoffs is moving through the oil industry. And that is not just an Alberta story. Workers come from all over Canada, New Brunswick, for example.
There's a lot of worry for sure. Like, a lot of people have been laid off my crew, and people being laid off all around. So you hear a lot of it.
Friends that I work with, where we're going out right now, this company haven't gone back, and friends that were supposed to go back out weeks ago never ever got the call yet. So they're still waiting.
Of course, the bad news is a growing political issue, with the opposition saying the government is in denial.
It looks like they've run out of room. They promised and spent the surplus before they actually had the surplus. Now I don't know what the finance minister's plans are. He's either got to raise revenues, he's got to cook the books, or he's got to cut more.
They seem to be whistling by the graveyard in ignoring a lot of the indicators that have come on the horizon in the last month or so, with the declining petroleum price, the reports from the Bank of Canada, the reports from some of the private sector banks.
The family tax cut.
The problem's compounded by the Prime Minister's expensive promise of tax cuts, notably income splitting. The government insists it will not reverse course on that, although something's got to give.
Obviously, oil prices is something we're looking very closely at, and it might have an impact on the flexibility of certain programs.
So, certain unnamed programs may suffer as the government scrambles to write a budget that keeps the tax cuts but shows no deficit. That won't be easy, Wendy, not when it's an election budget.
Thanks so much, Terry. Terry Milewski.